Hello, my name is Zelthius. I'm your fuzzy creature shopkeeper for the Dainsleaf Retrotech Shop and Arcade. This is Shopkeep's log, uh, 5, I think. I need to get better at keeping track of numbers. I considered not making one of these today, to be perfectly honest. I had, a bunch of family over, we did a whole bunch of yard work, and sat and talked for a bit, and that honestly kind of wore me out. But, I felt like I should still make one of these. Still trying to... Honestly, I don't know at this point. I do like making these. They are a nice way to express myself in a way that I normally don't get to. Or feel comfortable with, I guess. But, this is nice. I don't know what I want to talk about today, to be perfectly honest. The last one of these that I made was, substantially longer than I had, originally anticipated. I think it was somewhere like 7+ minutes or something like that. Some of these might run that long. They might even run a little bit longer than that. It's kind of interesting to think about what this could turn into. I don't think I want it to be anything other than this, just some guy in some random VR chat world just talking about life. Maybe sometimes there will be moments of quietness and stillness in this, where I just don't talk and just kind of sit there. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know, and you know that saying, the more you know you don't know. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but there is truth in that. The more you step back and observe and intake and digest information, the more you realize that there's just an unquantifiable sea of stuff out there that we probably won't be around to understand. And some people take solace in that, some people find that thought kind of disturbing. I kind of sit in the middle. There are some things I definitely hope to understand in this lifetime, but there are many things that I would rather be left in the dark on. Mostly just philosophical stuff. Kind of makes me wonder about the philosophers of old. How they kind of just sat around and thought all day. I mean, most of them had other stuff they did. They had hobbies and whatnot, but I don't think there was ever a moment where they weren't contemplating the mysteries of life and the universe and everything around us. It's a kind of fun topic to really get into. I love hearing other people's perspectives on what life is all about. What great mystery, what's the point, you know? Everybody has a different answer. Sometimes they line up, sometimes they don't. Everybody has their own philosophy, everybody walks their own path in life. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. Maybe I should get a little more philosophical on this. Also, I apologize for, like, the like, laughing or scoffing or whatever. I know that's not everybody's favorite sound in the world. I can't stop myself from doing it. Here we are, I guess. But, yeah. This is a very interesting and special thing to me, this Shopkeep's log thing. Again, I have no intention to use this particular place to vent my frustrations or talk about dramatic things or whatever. I might do an entirely different series where I talk about current news in the streaming scene or in the video game scene or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, those topics tend to scare me a little bit discussing because people tend to get really heated about those things, and I just want to have civil conversations with people. I'm not interested in fighting with people. I want to have civil discussions about stuff. And sometimes, and I do very deeply understand, it's hard to stay calm and rational about things, especially when you're very passionate about them. But I think maybe one day I'll work up the confidence to actually talk about those kinds of things. Maybe not Shopkeep's log, probably not Shopkeep's log, but I might talk about some of that stuff a little bit. Not like in the, oh, this is the news, this is what happened this week in VTubing or anything like that. Just kind of like a, hey, this is something that I saw while I was scrolling through the interwebs. This would be an interesting thing to talk about. What are your thoughts? You know, that kind of thing. But, I don't know. It still scares me a bit to think about that. Online argumentation is, spooky and scary and not really my jam. So, if I were, I would want to be very cautious about talking about those kinds of things. Because there's a lot going on, and I would like to share my opinion, but it's just an opinion. It's not like, oh, I'm stating this matter-of-factly, and it must be true because I said it, or anything like that. Maybe that statement in of itself might upset or frustrate some people. If it does, oh well, you know. Like I said last time, I can't really control what people think, so why worry about it too much? I say something, some people might agree, some people might not. That's just how life is. Don't know why I'm in such a weird philosophical zen mode today, but I don't know, maybe just being entirely worn out from the day does that to a guy. Well, can't really think of anything else that wants to come out today, so thanks for sitting with me. I hope this was in some way impactful or meaningful. If it was, I don't know. Don't know where I was going with that thought, to be honest. But, yeah. Thanks for sitting with me and hearing me out on stuff, and if you have any interest in that kind of more, this is kind of what's going on in the industry, in the scene right now, I want to talk about it, not really get heated, just talk about it, let me know. I might actually be able to work up the confidence to do something like that, and yes, I know my beans have been clipping into my legs the entire time. It happens. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day whenever this finds you. I'll see you in the next one.